What is your habit? What makes you feel relaxable? What makes you feel comfortable? What do you like? What is your favorite food? What is your favorite sport? Why don't you like the sport? Why don't you like politician? Have you ever come across with such a wonderful or is with such a strange questions like this in our environment? Peer pressure, it is nothing else but people try to manipulate or try to tell you how you should live your life. And mostly, this peer pressure we will come or we receive in our life, it's coming from our friends. It's coming from our beloved one, our family, our bosses, our society, the community, all type of feelings we may have. It either comes from our background, our historical background, or it comes from this current situation we are living now. You see, a long time ago, I met with this such a situation like this, and I didn't know how I could just been able to handle that situation in a very good way or manageable way. Maybe you are now experiencing, maybe you now facing this such a temptations in your life. It used to scare me a lot because I didn't know that the reason why I was keep being who I am, it was just a secret. It was just an opening mind and wake up call, which was now just want to teach me and tell me how I was going to live and survive. Every time I was facing such a kind of question like this, I used to be scared a lot. I used to say, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like it. You see, I found myself becoming one or becoming a unique, not because I was just having intention to be like that. It was just like automatic. It was just, it has been there. But for me, what I was trying to do, I was trying to sabotage myself because I was trying to compare my life. I was trying to look around myself. Then I say, oh, if I don't live my life like that, it is a bit a problem. If I don't like that things, it is a problem. You see, you start now judge yourself in a very negative way. Why do we self-sabotage very easily? When you look this point or this idea here, there is so many things which may destroy and holding you back in a cautious way. And mostly we've been trained to be like that. We've been learned to always being scared from the world outside. But it has nothing to do with how we should or how we can create ourselves. You see, what's really amazed, what's really so scary, when it comes to habit, you don't have to choose or you don't have to rate it there. You have two options. You either choose to create your habit or your habit will create you. Nothing else. When it comes to mind, you need to be responsible of your life, or your mind is going to create you. So, like the majority of people, we are now controlled by society. We are now controlled by emotional, We now controlled by our past. You still remember these days you've been suffering a lot. You still remember this time you've been making so many mistakes. But there is nothing with just making a mistake. How can you learn without making a mistake? There's no way you can make an omelette without breaking an egg. But because society has been teaching you that if you just make a mistake, you're going to look stupid. You're going to look fool. No, it's not about that. You have to learn from your mistake. So this kind of peer pressure I was facing during those days, I was not able. I was very scared. I was losing my hope. I was starting now looking at myself, say to myself, "Oh, this is my end. This is going to become very worth," because I was trying to look my life. I was trying to compare my life with other colleagues. You need to hear this very careful and understand that we are not the same. I know every one of us, we want to live a better life. We want to have a better cars, a better relationship. We want to have this fancy luxury, all type of best one. But the way you are chasing your dream, or the way you are looking, or the way you want to take your life to the next level, you may find you are using these parents' strategies. You may find maybe you are using your boss's strategies. Maybe you are using your past strategy. The problem with these strategies is not going to match, is not going to resonate with what you are looking for. Why? You are not going to become the next Bezos or next Elon Musk, but you can create the best version of yourself. Within this struggling we're living in the everyday life, there is this tiny thing, there is these small things we tend to neglect, and which is now having very impact on how we can become ourselves and avoid this peer pressure people keep now applying on us. Now, if I'm saying this, many people may get scared because they've been teaching, they've been conditioned not to disrespect all the things, not to questioning all the information or the news or the advice they may receive. That's fine. But if you're not able to differentiate your weaknesses and your strong side, you are in trouble. You are in trouble because you will always sabotage yourself unconsciously. Peer pressure is nothing else but opinions, people. This perception from a society. Just because they tell you you're not matching with these things, you will not achieve it, you will not attain it, you will not make it, it doesn't mean it's true. We are very scared every time. Take an example next time when you want to try, when you are about to make anything strange, anything new in your life. How do you feel? This fear, this emotion, sometimes it is negative. Or you start now seeing the bad side. You start now thinking that maybe, what if? You see, nothing wrong with that. And you don't have to stop from there. You have to keep pushing yourself, pushing harder, try so many things, ask information. But all these things started within ourselves. Just for you, in order to learn how to control the peer pressure, how to manage your emotion, how to reason yourself, how to being focused on your life. It is a journey. It is a process. These baby steps. I'm saying this because mostly this, what we call young people, they don't have this capacity to wait. They are focusing too much on the result, on the process. You see, you may have wonderful thought. I think every one of us, we want to live a better life. And we know that there is such a ingredient we need just in order to start cooking our meals, our food. But if you want to build a very good foundation, first of all, you need a very better preparation. First of all, you need to start avoiding this poisoning people, poisoning advice. First of all, you need to look around and you ask yourself, what do you want? This question may sound silly and it may sound something which is very easy, but you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised because if you take a randomly, if you take a certain people, approach anyone, ask the person, what do you want? You'll be shocked. They don't know the shit. So I cannot laugh at them. I cannot just blaming them because they don't know what they want. But because of so many poisoning they have been living and they have been conditioned their life. If you ask someone, they tell you, I want a car, I want a house, but what if they give you all the cars which are now around? What could you do? What will be the next chapter? What all the questions may arousing. Suppose or illustrate or just imagine you have all the money you want. Imagine or you have all the house you want. Imagine you have a better life or you have a better family. What are you going to do for the next chapter? Let me just break you some secret on how you can just discovering this inner person or discovering your journey. Just for you to know or to get or to be on the same chapter with me, I will need to use my personal experience. I will speak my mind. I will speak my heart. Long time ago, like many years ago, right before I finished my college, my university, I wasn't not sure about what will be next. What am I going to do? How am I going to survive after college? I was very panicking. I was very scary. I was very naive about anything out of classes, out of study. I started now feeling that it was my end of life. So I started looking all around myself. Then I say, oh, if I get my first job, I will become immediately rich. This is how I was feeling. This is the mindset I was having during that time. But the things changed. All the things were able to surprise or shocked me for the first job I got. It was a very good job to me, and it was very certified job. I was able to buy, to feed, to help others, a member of my family. This job I got, it was like opening mind. It was like a wake up call, because I used this job in order to transform my life within the life I'm living today. After 4 years of working and getting salary, I started seeing that I was having with this blaming mindset. Right before I got a job, I used to say that maybe the reason why I was not having the life I was looking for, it was because my parents didn't want to help me. It was because the society, it was because all this type of blaming you may just bringing because of this blind side that we may have in our life. So I started now shifting my focus. I started seeing that all the things I'm looking for, all the life I want to live, it is not outside. This is how I was able to overcome type of blaming system I used to have during that time. So maybe you can do a self-evaluation. You can say, what am I looking for? What is the life I want to live for? So once you get the answer, once you now get to the final decision, this may help you just to start creating the life you are looking for. This may help you just to always understand that peer pressure is just peer pressure, and it starts becoming a meaning when you let it now enter in your feelings, when you give it too much attention, or when you just start now to attach with emotion. And what do we have to be careful about our emotion, feelings, emotion attachment? When you put too much emotion on anything, I mean anything, whether it is bad or good, whether it is negative or positive, it is going to now show up from nowhere in your life. You have to be careful. When people tell you negative things, that's fine. You need to be natural. You don't need to put too much emotion. You don't need to put too much meaning on what people may say to you, because what people think, what people say, and what people wish your life could be, it is none of your business. It is none of your business. Until next time, peace.